I often wonder when YouTubers talk about, oh, people keep asking me to do a video on this or ask me about that or whatever. Is it really just like their friend or their mom that asks them that? Or do they really have a lot of people asking them that? So I don't want to start off with people keep asking me, but maybe 2 people have asked me how come I don't make any videos anymore, which I made a video every day for a month about a year ago, and started getting like really pressed for content and didn't, just made random stuff. You can go watch it if you want. It's yeah, it's cringy for sure. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna start making some videos, and I was thinking this thing behind me I just acquired. I've never flown it by myself. I've done transition training in it. It's insured. What could go wrong? This is a Zenith CH750 STOL. It's like a low and slow airplane that is intended for flying around out here in the desert. And I think that might be the videos I might start to make, because it's really pretty out here, and maybe if I could babble while I'm flying and just play the footage of the canyons and washes and volcanoes and all the stuff that's around here, that might be interesting to somebody. It might be interesting to me. When I can't fly, I could watch it. Might get some philosophical tidbits. You might get some total random wrong information. Who knows? But I also first have to learn how to do that when these pilots have some recording device in line with their headset, so you can hear what they're saying while they're flying. So then I could kind of narrate a little bit and not have to do voiceover and editing and all that. And that's really one of the main reasons why I kind of stopped making the videos, because it's very time consuming, and which is okay. I've got some time on my hands, but it gets really tedious just watching the same footage over and over and over again. And when you suck at editing, it's really hard, because it takes a lot longer. So anyhow, yeah, not trying to make a video about the Zenith 750 or nothing like that. There's plenty of information out there, and I'm certainly not the source to be gathering information on this plane right here. Yeah, I'm anxious and excited. Not really nervous, I don't think, yet to take it up by myself. I feel fairly confident in it, but it's a totally different flying experience than that thing, which is a Cessna 205. That's in 1964. My friend and landscaper Mario just came by as I pulled this out. He called it a piece of junk. Some other names. So that's the first impression. Anyhow, it's not the prettiest. It's had it's experienced, but very capable plane. It's powered by a UL 350 IS, which is a fuel injected 130 horse 4-cylinder. So a lot of power. Some really obnoxious cartoon-like balloon tires, which I've never flown I'm a low-time pilot, so again, I'm not an expert on flying, and I certainly don't watch this to learn how to fly. But if some people watch this and get inspired to go and learn how to fly from someone else and not from me, I think that's awesome. I mean, that's kind of a big motivating factor. Is, some of the comments I've gotten on some of the other videos is, that people have taken action or kind of done something that they've been thinking about or procrastinating or something because of watching one of my videos, which is, that's the ultimate victory, I think. So anyhow, this is a one take walk around, I guess, of this airplane. Is built by Ron Simonson. So this is kind of an interesting thing about these experimental aircrafts. The manufacturer of this is not Zenith, because it's a kit-built airplane. This is built by an old-timer down in Calnavari. I don't know if that's backwards or not, but the actual manufacturer it's built by Ronald Simonson in Calnavari, which is California, Nevada, Arizona, kind of right on the border. Which I've done some training down there and did my tail wheel training and some mountain flying experience with CC. I love finding random screws underneath airplanes. That's always fun. So anyhow, this is, walk around on the plane. It's got a nice set of avionics, which really wasn't a big factor for me because I'm just gonna be flying low and slow over the desert, but just single radio. And this is called GRT, Avionics Grand Rapids Technologies. So full synthetic vision, does a lot of cool stuff, shows you wind direction and headwind, tailwind, crosswind component, your track. It shows your full engine monitor. So yeah, pretty cool. Something like this in an experimental, not so much. In that plane, I don't know, 30 grand or who knows? It's ridiculous. This is the big difference of certified aircraft versus experimental. Again, you might get tired of me telling you I'm not an expert, because I'm not. But just telling you what I know. And anyhow, I'm totally open to feedback, and maybe these videos are more for me than they are for you watching. But yes, maybe in the world I am one of the newest Zenith owners. I'm excited about it. Kind of looked around a long time. Tail dragger is kind of the more traditional, obvious choice for flying, backcountry and off field and stuff. And they are absolutely super cool. But there's a whole other component and difficulty level to them, which I'm not totally opposed to, but maybe not ready for yet. So still getting this short takeoff and landing capabilities with this, and that you would in a lot of backcountry tail draggers, and also the ability to roll over some rough stuff, and with these 29-inch tires on here. So yeah, that's just gonna do a pre-flight, try to remember everything, how to start the damn thing, and there's not gonna be any footage of flying probably. Well, I guess we'll find out in the video, but I'm just kind of winging all of this really. So yeah, anything else to tell you about this? Oh, something that's kind of cool, it might make it so I can make another video someday, is it has this, which is BRS, and it's a ballistic parachute. So off to the side of that tube, that's a rocket that actually blows up through the ceiling. If you pull this handle up here, and you can see the cutout there, all this kind of black tape right here is all straps. So like a Cirrus or other aircraft like that, it has a ballistic recovery system, which is a parachute. So it's a whole airplane parachute. This, which is, great, because this was built by some dude in a garage in Calnavari. But Ron is very experienced. I've not met him yet, but he's built a number of airplanes. And with its ability to fly and land slow and big tires, I could only imagine that it would take a structural failure, or not being able to see, or being over some really rough terrain or something like that to have to use it. But part of what's really nice about it is this thing glides, like they say, like a piano thrown out of a skyscraper. That's about its glide ratio. this over here is a heavier aircraft by more than double, and it can glide at about 12 or 13 to 1 glide ratio. So for every, whatever, call it 12 feet forward, it drops 1 foot. This one's like more like they claim 8 to 1, but the guy I got it from, who is very experienced and also certified by the FAA for transition training, he calls it more like a 4 or 5 to 1. So it drops pretty quick, not fast like speed wise, but yeah, it does. Vertical speed is not super fast, but it doesn't glide far, I guess. It's a very fat wing. It has leading edge slats. These kind of help hold the all right, see, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna start talking over my head. So I'm not super good at all the aerodynamics and all that stuff. Is it annoying that I'm walking in circles? Anyhow, 81 Charlie Zulu. Doesn't really have a name. It was called Baby Plane before. Maybe that'll stick. I don't know. It has full flaperons on it. So instead of like the Cessna has 40 degrees of flaps, this is the aileron, and the aileron is also the flap. So they call it a flaperon. And not huge benefit of using the flaperons. You lose a lot of roll control. It'll slow you a few miles an hour possibly in landing from, I mean, I'm not even gonna say what I've experienced, but what I've been taught and trained on. So the intent is to really not even use them for the first 50 to 100 hours or so. I'm also kind of committed to not taking any passengers for at least the first probably 50 hours, but we'll see, I guess, what my comfort level is. And yeah, and so I guess me putting this out here like this also kind of holds me to that. So if you see any passengers flying in the near future here, then you know I'm not sticking to my word, which when it comes to this stuff, I definitely will, because it's I don't screw around or take really chances with flying, especially as I'm, you know, I recognize that I'm newer to it with only about 450 hours, and I guess right now I'll kind of put it out here too, is like I flew that's hard to do. I flew that 36 hours in 2025. That's terrible. It's not, you don't stay proficient. I mean, it was an annual for a couple months, so that was kind of an excuse, and it gets super hot in the summer, and I don't like flying, so whatever. There's a bunch of excuses, but anyhow, that's, it's not good. So this year, 2026, it's January 20-something, 3rd, I think, right now. My goal is to fly this plane at least 100 hours and that plane at least 100 hours. And that one is kind of the commuter. Like I just flew it in from Boulder City today, out here to the desert. And this one I'm just gonna go buzz around a little bit and gonna not fly too low, because I'm just gonna learn it and kind of get more used to the controls. And one of the things that I've kind of struggled with this plane the most is just keeping it coordinated. It's very twitchy for me, in that the rudder pedals, they're not spring actuated. So you kind of stop left rudder by pushing on right rudder, and it stays there. And the other factor, and if you're a Zenith 750 owner or 701 or whatever, let me know if you're experiencing this too or whatever. But so this is a full flying rudder. So it's not just hinged in the back like the Cessna would be. And so I feel like that maybe is what kind of has to make you kind of unstick it when you apply some rudder. And yeah, I'm not describing that too well, but flying it coordinated is challenging a little bit for me. So I've only got 7 hours in it right now. And like I said, have not flown it by myself. So gonna go do that right now. So maybe I'll make a follow-up video to this that I'll include on this video. And if you see this video, that it was a relative success. So no footage of the flight other than I figured I'd flip the camera around and hit record on my first takeoff just in case, you know, there was something really exciting. But it is pretty interesting to watch me go from relaxed and calm and standing outside to this tense look on my face here. But it was exciting. It was good. And yeah, had a good little flight. So all is good. Okay. I survived. It was good. They did like 6 or 7 landings out on the lake bed, which is just like 10 miles away. So all went well. And yeah, it's a lot to learn, which is cool. I'm excited about that. That's part of the fun, right? Learning new things. So yeah, this is how I fit in here. It's pretty good, actually. So